this could get interesting. What's going on, everybody? I hope you're all doing well. Now, obviously, this is not going to be a project video. That's going to be coming up here at some point next week. Instead, what I'm trying to put together here, and again, I say trying because this is like my 13th or 14th time of trying to actually do this, and every time I end up scrapping it. But it needs to be done. So this is a video that I've been avoiding trying to make for a number of reasons. One, because it really just scares the crap out of me, and which I'll get into here in a minute. But the reason that it really scares me so much and it's so intimidating is that, well, once I actually say what I'm about to say and I put it out there, that just makes it real. You know, that makes my decision in what I'm going to be doing all that more real. And if you say you're gonna do something, you got to do it. So I'm not quite sure where this is going to go or what all is going to end up coming out of my mouth for the most part, but let's give it a shot. So where to start? Let's just kind of start at the beginning and work our way through it. So as I'm sure many, if not all of you know, BoatworksToday is not my full-time job. You know, my primary business has always been doing work for other people. And BoatworksToday just kind of initially started off about 7 years ago as, you know, kind of a little pet project, something that I wanted to do just to kind of, you know, to help other people with, you know, basic projects and such, or, you know, on their own boats. And, you know, at first it worked, it was going great. You know, at best it was maybe half of a part-time job. And that was about it. It didn't take up a whole lot of time, and it was still able to accomplish everything that I wanted it to do initially, and yeah, it was good. So over the past, I would say just within the past 2 years, maybe 2.5 years, things with the channel have really grown quite a bit, and time-wise, as far as what time that it was needed from me, that really escalated quite a bit. To the point where right now it's no longer half of a part-time job. It's in and of itself very much a full-time job. And when you kind of take that in fact and combine it with, you know, what my other, you know, other full-time job is, I'm essentially running 2 full-time jobs with just myself. So in any given week, I'm putting in an average of 70 to 80 hours, depending on the season, per week, and really not being able to have time to do anything outside of work, whether it's, you know, anything at home with the girls or with my wife or just anything outside of work. And that has really kind of started to take its toll, more so just within the past, I would say within the past year. You know, I've just, you know, kind of been running full steam for so long. I'm out of steam, man. I've hit a wall, and I've hit a wall. I've done a face plant, and, you know, I've come to, you know, realize that my time is just, it's stretched way too thin, and as a result of that, at least in my opinion, I'm not able to do either of these 2 jobs. You know, whether it's you know, the video side of things or my other, you know, my primary business. I don't feel that I'm doing either one of them very well. And, you know, just within this past probably month, it's really started to come to a head, because with fall coming, it's time for me to make a decision of, you know, am I going to bring on more winter work, you know, more large jobs, and try and juggle these 2, for lack of better words, I'm going to call them businesses, but try and juggle these 2 businesses like I have been doing, which, yeah. So, you know, do I bring work in? You know, because winter is going to be 6 months. And it could be an awfully long 6 months if you know, overhead and finances are not able to be taken care of. So, you know, do I bring in more work or do I not, and push all my chips in on one table and just, you know, play that hand? So I don't know, but it's the end of September. Yeah, it's the end of September now, and I've got to make a decision. So I don't know. Depending on the day, I go through and I play out the scenarios, and some days I'm really confident that if I whatever decision I make, things will work out, things will be fine. And then the next day, and then I'll be questioning that, saying, oh, what am I thinking? There's no matter what I do, it's just not going to work. And this might make a little bit more sense here as I keep rambling, but so I don't know. I mean, basically the way I see it, if I keep on trying to do what I've been doing, which is trying to manage both jobs at the same time, I'm gonna spin out. I'm gonna self-destruct, and either one or both of the jobs or businesses are gonna just slowly get run into the ground. So I feel it. I feel that it's time to make a decision and just quit contemplating things and just make your decision and start working towards a particular direction. So as of today, and again, I'm going to be doubting this again either later tonight or even tomorrow. But once I put this out, the decision's been made. But as of right now, I've made my decision, and that is going to be that I'm going to start off, I'm going to put my primary business of working for other people. I'm going to put that on the back shelf for this winter to see what happens. And then by doing that, that's going to mean I'm going to have 95% of my time available just to build and develop BoatWorks Today and give it the time that it actually needs. As of right now, at best, I've been able to do about one video a month, and that's it. And that is, in my book, that's pathetic. That's not good. But trying to juggle both businesses, that was the best I could do. And when the overall way of looking at this is that it's not good enough. It's just straight up not good enough. So if I'm able to put all of my time in on just focusing on putting together content and managing the site and managing all the different aspects of BoatWorks Today, that will make, I think that will be a win-win for pretty much everyone. Hopefully everyone. Time will tell. If I'm gonna hear, if you don't hear from me after Christmas, well then it wasn't quite such a win-win. But this is a big risk. This is a very big risk. The part of all this that makes this such a big risk, at least for me, is that although the revenue and income that BoatWorks Today is generating is awesome as it is, and it's pretty I put it this way, it's better than I thought I would ever be doing. And I didn't think that I would ever be in this position where I could actually be logically making this kind of a decision, but here I am. So, but as well as it's doing, it's not able to stand on its own legs and cover all of the overhead in all of the bills that it needs to cover as of right now. One thing I got to remember is that even because I'm making this change, doesn't mean that my overhead changes. I mean, the building is still going to be here. The expense for the mortgage on the building, the expenses, the insurance, everything stays the same. So my expenses don't change, but where the income is coming from is going to be changing quite a bit. So that's a big risk. I mean, that's scary, but looking forward, I can't continue doing what I've been doing. It's not working. It's not working. I'm burnt out. I'm not happy, and I feel like I'm failing in almost every way. You know, I'm not doing anything to its full potential, and that's frustrating for me. So, you know, so for my own well-being and for the sake of being able to provide and develop the kind of information and the quality of content that I want to do, this is really about the only way that I can see to do it. So I've made my decision. Again, I'm trying to, I'm saying this over and over. I don't know if it's just to convince myself or if it's because I'm rambling and I'm nervous about it. But so shelving the main business and pushing Boatworks Today going forward. Now, what does that really mean? Well, so I'm looking to make this transition in the first half of October. So, you know, probably the second week of October. There's still a few things, you know, a few little bits and pieces and parts of the puzzle that I need to get in place in order to even be able to sleep at night. But going forward, so the switch is going to happen in the first half of October, and what that's going to mean is that the new schedule is going to be basically new weekly videos every week. You know, a new video every week for YouTube, as well as a separate, different weekly video for everyone here on Patreon. And then I'm also going to start doing live streams. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to start doing that right away along with these the other changes in trying to get these videos put together. But I'm hoping that within a couple of weeks I'll have some of the bugs ironed out with how to manage the workflow with the videos, and I'll be able to squeeze in a weekly live stream. So that's it. That's it. I mean, it's easier said than done. But I guess we'll see. I like I said, I have no idea what's going to happen. This is very intimidating and scary for me. But I think that in the long run, I think it'll be okay. I think the difficult part is just going to be the initial, you know, first 3 or 4 months, and especially, well, this first winter. This is going to be what is going to be the very truth telling. So we'll see. I don't know. I guess if you like the idea, wish me luck, and I guess we'll kind of ride this out together to see where it goes. So getting on to other things. So all right. So going in next week then. The project video, I'm going to be able to start working on the next project video, which is going to be doing the fairing on the transom of this whaler. So I'm going to try and have that ready for the end of next week. And then after that's all done, then I'll start filling you in as far as how I kind of anticipate structuring the video and the content going forward once I actually get to that transition point of switching over to making content full time. So we'll see. Wish me luck. And I think I'm gonna wrap this one up here. I can tell I'm starting to ramble because I'm tripping over my words. So anyways, it's Friday. I hope you all have a great weekend, and I will see you again very, very soon next week for the project video. And yeah, have a great weekend. Thank you for everything, and I'll see you again very soon.